Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Prince George's Community College Novak Fieldhouse as we are here for Midnight Madness. Right now, we're watching the Lady Owls take the floor. They're being introduced one by one. Both teams are going to be looking for improvements upon last season as the Lady Owls finished 7-20, and the Owls went pretty far last season, actually finishing up with a record of 18-11. As the ladies take the floor this evening, we're looking forward to being able to watch this scrimmage tonight as we watch both of these teams be able to show who they're bringing in this season. Right now we have the voice of the Owls, Dean Nicholson, introducing these teams. New player, Sabrina Schubert, coming to the floor. Coach Tiana Harris is going to be once again bringing a very young team this season to the court. But there's one thing that helps out when it comes to youth is that you have a lot of energy coming from your players. Returning guard Crystal Lorenze is now taking the floor. Crystal is going to be one of the few returning players from 2012-2013's team, along with Tashiana Hill, Portia Smith, and Dominique Matthews. Matthews coming onto the floor now. And you're seeing a lot of energy and exuberance coming from these ladies this evening. Portia Smith, returning from injury last year. She actually blew her knee out around very early in the season last year, so she's definitely going to be looking to improve upon last season, just being able to come back in shape and be able to contribute the way she was supposed to last year. Smith is not only one of the taller players on the team, but one of the more physical as well. We've seen her be kind of timid in practice so far this year, which is understandable coming back off that knee injury. But definitely expecting her to have a really good season. Just introduced Miss Coco Ray, coming from Laurel, 5'8" freshman. Really don't know a lot about these ladies as they're all pretty much freshmen as Fallon Turner comes to the floor. An alumnus of my alma mater, Duval High School. So I'll definitely be interested in seeing what she looks like this year. Johnette Washington is going to be bringing some height and once again some more energy to this team as she is a 6'1" freshman from out of Bowie High School. You can definitely tell from looking at these ladies early on that Coach Harris was definitely was focused on revamping her squad. Last year was not very deep as they really only brought about 6 to 7 players to each game, but we're already at 11 ladies already being introduced, so they're definitely going to be deep. Brittany Nelson just was introduced, 5'8" sophomore from Largo High School, right down the street from Prince George's Community College. Just introduced Tranika Proctor, but she's not here today. Miss Drea Smith, sophomore from Douglas. Early on, definitely seen that a couple of these players, Drea Smith, Tanisha Caldwell, as Ashley Kelly takes the floor, freshman from Suitland. Early on, this team is definitely showing some great camaraderie, showing great energy. And we're going to be treated to being able to watch these ladies compete against one another in a scrimmage. Coach Harris now being introduced to the floor. Coach Harris is actually an alum of Prince George's Community College and played on one of their championship basketball teams. Assistant coach, Mr. Gary Blake. And rounding out the coaching staff, another former Lady Owl, Miss Brianna Tucker. Once again, these Lady Owls are going to be looking to improve upon a 7-20 season last year, as their amount of youth and inexperience definitely showed out throughout the season. But this year, with some returning players, Tashiana Hill, Dominique Matthews, Crystal Lorenze, we should definitely be seeing some changes to their record this year. Tonight, you're going to be looking at 2 scrimmages, one for the Lady Owls, one for the men's. We're going to be having 20-minute quarters, or 20-minute halves, I should say, where we're going to be able to get a look at both of these teams and be able to see what they're really going to be able to bring to the table. I'm definitely excited to see what these teams are going to look like, especially these Lady Owls. Because they're definitely bringing in a very deep team. Myself and some other members of the broadcast team were able to sit on a couple of practices this year. And these ladies are looking really ready to go. Coach Harris has been staying on top of these ladies. More so looking towards the offensive end this early on in the season, as opposed to defense. Coach Harris usually brings in a very strong defensive team, but they've really been practicing a lot on the offensive end. Coming in doing early shoot-arounds, practicing on their jump shooting. And we're going to see tonight if this early practice is going to transpire to the court. About 3 minutes away from watching these ladies in this scrimmage. So while we wait, we're going to take you all to a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we'll be looking at the first scrimmage of the evening. The Lady Owls going against one another, as we bring you coverage from Midnight Madness here at Prince George's Community College at the Novak Fieldhouse.
Prince George's Community College isn't just a place that offers more than 200 academic, workforce development, and continuing education programs. It's the first step toward the career of your dreams. It's a community of people who want you to succeed. It's where degrees are earned and potential is realized. Apply and register today. Call 301-336-6000. Prince George's Community College, transforming lives. Prince George's Community College isn't just a place that offers more than 200 academic, workforce development, and continuing education programs. It's the first step toward the career of your dreams. It's a community of people who want you to succeed. It's where degrees are earned and potential is realized. Apply and register today. Call 301-336-6000. Prince George's Community College, transforming lives.
Justin Walker reporting for Prince George's Community College Sports Nest. We're here kicking off the 2013-2014 basketball season as we are at Midnight Madness. We're going to get a look at both of these teams, the Lady Owls and the men's team. And basically, we're going to be looking to see what both of these teams are going to be bringing to the table this year. After a disappointing season from the ladies and one where the men almost made it to the championship round, we're going to be looking tonight to see how much offensive firepower these teams are going to be bringing, what type of team they're going to be looking, both coaches are going to be looking to field this year, as well as just kind of getting an idea of how these teams are going to work together. We've already had the ladies be introduced, and we're going to be kicking off this scrimmage between the white and navy teams. The Lady Owls are a deeper team than last year, as last year they were pretty much only bringing in about 6 or 7 players per game, as opposed to this year, where this Lady Owls team is fielding about 12 to 15 players. We talked to Coach Harris at the beginning of the season, and we're able to find out that she's going to have a couple players that are actually going to be redshirted. But we're definitely ready to see what these ladies are going to look like this year, as we have Tashiana Hill is going to be jumping against Sabrina Schubert, which is a little different, as Tashiana Hill plays the point guard position, and she wins that tip. Hill, one of the few remaining starters from last year's team. It's a defensive stopper, and she misses her first layup, but she definitely doesn't miss too many of those. Going to be looking for Hill to bring some leadership, some maturity this year, as well as keeping up with her defensive presence. Last year, she was trying to get used to her role as a point guard, as she gets an early steal, showing that defensive prowess, and breaks down the defense but misses her second shot of this scrimmage. Each scrimmage is going to be about 20 minutes, which may not be a lot of time to get an idea of what these teams are going to look like, but it should give us a little bit of an idea of what each one of these ladies is going to be able to bring to the table. Number 10, Tanisha Caldwell, 5'4" guard, freshman from out of Gwynn Park. And there's an early turnover. Oh, no, sorry, there's a foul. There's a foul on number 5, Shanice Warren, as we get a look at Sabrina Schubert, 5'7" freshman guard from out of Bowie High School at the line. And she knocks down the first. And she has one more free throw. And Schubert knocks down the second. Number 40, Jeanette Washington, bringing the ball down the floor. She's listed as a forward, but looks like she might be playing that point forward role this year, as she brought the ball down and gave a nice assist to Tashiana Hill, who hit a great jump shot from the elbow. Nice mid-range shot, which, oh! Tanisha Caldwell tells Hill that I can do what you can do and I can do it better. She knocks down an open three-pointer. Tashiana Hill tries to come back but misses her three. Caldwell up to number 30. So we don't have number 30 on my list today, so I have to find out who number 30 is. And 30 commits an early foul against number 5, Shanice Warren. Shanice Warren is a 5'10" sophomore coming out of Douglas High School. As you look at this Lady Owls team, you're definitely seeing a lot more height, which is going to serve them well, not only defensively, but also in the rebounding category. When you're able to bring a 5'10" guard and add them to the mix on your team, You're definitely doing pretty well for yourself. As Warren knocks down 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Caldwell brings the ball down, passes off to Dominique Caldwell, who does a little shake and bake at the top of the perimeter with a nice pass over to number 32, Fallon Turner, who misses that three-pointer. But Fallon can take that shot. She can make that shot, I should say. We've seen her in practice early on this season. She's a nice set shooter. Just great hustle from Turner and great ball movement leads to a great shot 15 feet out from that elbow area. And we've found out who number 30 is. We found out who that mystery woman is. Bebe Johnson, 5'6" freshman out of Forestville High School. She's playing guard. And she started out very well. Number 40, Jeanette Washington's back at the line. Actually visiting the line for the first time, and she misses 2. Washington's a 6'1" freshman out of Bowie High School. Caldwell with a great pass onto the left corner, but there's a miss by Schubert. Tashauna Hill over to Washington. Washington to Arenze. Arenze back to Hill, who knocks down a great shot. Actually was counted as a three-pointer. Tashauna Hill is pretty good from that three-point line. She's about a 35-40% shooter from there. And Arenze with the breakaway layup, misses that layup, but Warren follows it up with a great layup there. Arenze, one of the better defensive players on this team. Coach Harris is going to be looking for Arenze to definitely be focused, as she's one of the main players that came off the bench last year. I'm sure we're going to be looking for a little bit more of an effort and a little bit more minutes from her this year, as she's a returning sophomore. So she should be able to add some experience. Inbound from Matthews up to Johnson. Johnson with a good crossover dribble. And nice stop and pop, but just missed it. Offensive rebound to Johnson, excuse me. Dominique Matthews with a crossover on Warren. Johnson tried to thread that in down low, but it was stolen by Warren. Seeing some good passing from this team on both ends. And Hill puts up another three, just misses it, rims in and out. Strong post play down low by number 31, Coco Ray, 5'8" freshman out of Laurel High School. Ray looks to be one of the early leaders in rebounding as she knocks down that first free throw. We have the Navy team up 9-7. 14 minutes, 12 seconds left in this scrimmage, as Ray misses her second free throw. And Caldwell pushes the ball up to Matthews. Matthews with a stutter dribble. Good drive to the basket, but misses that layup. And Portia Smith grabs the rebound. Washington bringing the ball across midcourt, calling out the play, getting things stopped. Johnson, great defense on Warren. Warren recovers. Oh, sorry, Washington recovers and gets over to Warren. Warren over to Hill. And Hill's she's trying to warm up. That's her fourth shot of this evening. Caldwell, great dribbling, displaying great ball handling skills as she passes off to Caldwell. Caldwell up to Schubert, and Schubert knocks down. Nice 18-foot jump shot right at the free throw line. Got two subs getting ready to go into the game. And Hills might be a little bit out of pocket. Looks like she's going to shoot anything that touches her hands today. I'm not sure what Coach Harris is looking for out of this scrimmage. But these ladies just out here having fun, just trying to get a feel for one another and show these fans what they're going to be looking forward to. Portia Smith. Strong layup, but it's fouled. Portia was actually fouled by number 22, Dominique Matthews. We talked about Smith earlier, as Portia is going to be looking to return strong from a terrible knee injury she had last season. She was injured early on in the season as she blew her right knee out. And early on in practice, she looked like she was trying to recover her conditioning, but looks a lot better out here this evening at this scrimmage. And knocks down her first free throw, which gives the Navy team a 12-9 lead with 12 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Just saw number 50, Joy White, who's going to be playing center this year, 6'1" freshman out of Lackey High School. White's definitely one of those type of players that is going to be a force to be reckoned with, as she takes up a lot of space. Great crossover dribble by Caldwell. And she put a great move on Joy White. As we continue to talk about White, White's going to have to work on her conditioning this season and also work on her post moves. But she'll definitely be able to combat some of the more post-savvy players that we have in this league, in the Maryland JUCO League. White tries to inbound, but is knocked off the legs. One of the Navy players. Now Navy's going to be inbounding. And Joy White tries to turn into that shot, but is blocked. Tashiana Hill brings the ball back down the court. Going to work against Caldwell, passes over to number 5, Shanice Warren. And Warren knocks down a three-pointer. Makes things 16-9 Navy against White. Warren's another player that we've seen early on during practice be able to knock down that three-point shot. And being that this team has a lot of ladies that can penetrate, that three-pointer is going to be open. So we're definitely going to be looking to them to get a lot of opportunities from the three-point line. Joy White showing how much of an obstacle she's going to be down low. And this evening, Tashiana Hill has not found or not seen a shot that she does not like. Oh, good shot. Number 30, BB Johnson, knocks that down right in front of Tashiana. We see number 33 just knock down the shot. Number 33 is going to be redshirted. We're trying to find out a name on her. So we're going to try to get Coach Harris's attention. Or maybe we'll be able to find that who that is. There's a foul called on number 50, Joy White. As Sabrina Schubert is at the line again. Yeah, she misses that one. And we'll have a sub coming into the game. Dominique Matthews goes out for number 42, Brittany Nelson, 5'8", sophomore forward from Largo. Schubert knocks down the second free throw, making things 18-12, Navy over top of White. Tashiana Hill giving out some directions at the top as she looks to break down on Caldwell. Passes over to number 31, Coco Ray, who knocks down a nice jump shot. You've seen a lot of good jump shooting from this team this year, which is something that you didn't see last year. So that a lot of that early work that this team put in on the offensive end is now paying off early in this scrimmage. Great rebound. And even though these ladies are going against one another, I'm sure they're not trying to be too physical against one another, as it's only a scrimmage to try to get their legs underneath them and be able to just show everybody here at Novak Fieldhouse what this team's going to look like. But some really good energy on the rebounding end. Oh, another foul by Joy White. She's going to have to look out for that this year. A lot of her conditioning and inexperience may lead to some foul trouble this year, but she's one of those players that's going to be able to, at least if nothing else, be able to play some good defense.